Hey, this is Ivan, the high handicap golfer. Didn't get a chance to play outside this week, so gonna record a E6 session here at Prairie Dunes Country Club. I'm just gonna show every shot here. Working on my swing a little bit, trying to flatten out, not come so steep, and help me with not coming over the top as much. So did a good job on the first drive, got it in the fairway. Second shot here, my 7-wood was terrible. Push over to the right, low and short. This guy tried to keep low with my pitching wedge to get it up there, but got a little too low. So had this for the chip shot. That's a square strike, 45 degree, little chipping club. Kind of a gimmicky club. There's a lot of reviews online. I have nothing bad to say about it. It's been pretty good so far, just messing around on the simulator. So pretty easy to chip and get up in the air, just like a putting motion. So finished with a bogey there on the first hole. Had an uphill par 3 here, clubbed up to 5-iron, kind of thinned it over to the left. Got my little chipping club, give it too much, and it rolled all the way off the green onto the fringe here, so I had to use that same club again. And gave it a little too much there. And I had just like a 6-foot putt that it decided to 2-putt me for. So that's a double. So bogey double to start with. Not the greatest. On to the third, a shorter par 4. Hit a decent drive out in the fairway. And so it's going to leave me a short shot, and took my gap wedge, pulled it a little bit, but it's right on the green. Pin high, so I'm going to finish there with a par. So the next par 3, quite a bit uphill again. Clubbed up to 6-iron, could not get it quite on the green. Had this chip and got it really close, just a couple feet away for the tap in, and another par. So on the 5th, I kind of started pulling a lot of my drives here. So I guess I'm trying to work on swing path a little bit and coming around my body more. And it seems like I'm just like getting in front on some of those drives and pulling them. So this was a 4-wood that didn't get in the air. Had this little chip to get on the green in 3, and that's another bogey. So pulled the next drive on the 6th. Out into the prairie here. Left me this 125-yard shot. Hit 8-iron, hoping I could get over that tree. I wasn't quite sure how tall that was, and of course went right into it and slowed me down a little bit. So had this to get on in 3, and the computer here was actually generous and gave me a 1-putt for the par. On to the 7th. I'm getting a little frustrated with the pulls here. Just keep pulling everything out with the driver. So this is a par 5. Hit 7-wood here. Another pull, but 200-yard shot there to get me a little bit closer. So just left me 94 yards. Hit gap wedge here, up pretty close to the pin, and finished with a par on the 7th also. So on to the 8th. Finally did not pull the driver. I was really working on not pulling that thing, and pushed it over to the right and sliced it. So had this shot like 190-ish or 200-ish. Took the 7-wood and knocked it on. So really happy with that approach shot. 190 it looks like total. So on to the 9th hole. Didn't quite pull it quite as bad, but stayed just on the left side of the rough there, or left side of the fairway into the rough. Was hitting up on the driver better, which is I've been struggling with, hitting down on the driver a little bit. So I was happy I was able to hit up with it more. So had this long approach shot, and that 7-wood, that stealth 7-wood again, I was able to get on and par out there. So you can see I've Only hit 2 out of 7 fairways, but it hit 4 out of 9 greens, so I was really happy with that. This is a 157-yard par 3. Uphill, hit my 5-iron. Hit it really well. Got it close enough for a generous 1 putt and a birdie. So first birdie on the round. So happy with the bird. On to the 10th. I thought maybe I could pull this over, just play the pull and pull it over that sand dune or the sand trap, but hit it right in there. Hit that guy too low, ended up back in the sand. So this is my pitching wedge. I'm going to hit it one more time. And pulled this shot, but got it out of the sand finally. So really struggling here, hoping for to not blow up this hole too much. So leaves me with this approach shot, which I hit just a little bit too well with my gap wedge. Used a chipper club, square strike to get up there. Finally onto the green, and actually finished with a double there. So it could have been worse. So happy with the double on that. Here's another pull with my driver. Getting a little frustrated with these, but again, the quality of the drives as far as angle of attack was so much better. So I was happy with that, and pulled my approach shot up past the pin a little bit, and just snuck on that chip shot. Wanted to fall off, but it didn't. Stayed on and gave me a very generous 1 putt. So for another par. So on the 13th here, finally hit a straight drive. Almost carried it off the fairway, but stayed just up there on the right side. Look at this, 134 yards, and was quite a bit uphill. I was hitting my irons pretty well, though, so I hit 8-iron here, and was a good club choice as I hit it on the green and finished with another par. So I saw this big dog leg left and thought, I'm just going to swing for the fences and try to, and if I pull it, which I had been doing when I'm trying to swing hard, it should be in the fairway. So that one, that worked out really well. Carried that 245, 256 total, which is great for me, about a 100-mile-an-hour club speed, which is also great for me. So even though it was a pull, I was happy with the result. And then, of course, after the great drive, you have the letdown shot, hit it into the bunker. Didn't get it up high enough, stayed on the fringe, tried another chip here, which I thought that was a great chip, but didn't read it. So, gonna go one more. Finally, onto the green. So, great tee shot, but it does give me the 1 putt, so just for a bogey there. So onto the 15th, I had a 169-yard par 3, hit 5-iron again. Great shot with a 5-iron here. Had it under 10 feet on the putt, and the computer was pretty generous on this putt as well, and gave me the that was actually over a 10-foot putt, so it gave me the birdie there. So second birdie on the back 9, so happy with that. On the 16th, got a 407-yard par 4, which I pulled the crap out of that drive onto that house. Somehow bounced around and ended up out of the house. This is one of the advantages of playing on the simulator. I would have never found that ball, or wanted to go find it after hitting that house. So hit 7 wood here and just tried to give it a ride. Had 210 yards. I think I had the distance here to get on the green, but hit it over to the right into the rough. Had this little pitch shot to get up and on the green. So in 3, and so actually ended up with a bogey there. So 2 putted me from there. And then onto the 17th, par 5, another stupid pull with the driver. That was actually low, so that was just not happy with that drive. Really trying hard not to pull, and then, of course, did the opposite and pushed over to the right. So leaves me this 98-yard approach, which was uphill. So I actually clubbed up to my pitching wedge and just missed the green on the right and rolled down the hill. So here for my fourth shot with the gap wedge. I got it close enough to give me a 1 putt there, so I escaped with the par. So on to the 18th and final hole, a 350-yard par 4. Trying so hard not to pull it, and of course did the opposite. Pushed over to the right. But again, I was happy with actually hitting up on the driver this round, so I just need to work on the dispersion some more. So had this approach shot, hit my 9-iron, uphill 120-something yards, and hit a great shot with a 9-iron. Got it close, so finished with a birdie. So 3 birdies on the back 9. Was super pumped about that. Playing on the simulator is so much easier than playing it in real life, especially with the simulated putts. The putt's so much better than me, but I mean 75 no matter what. Like I could tell I'm just striking the ball a lot better than I have the last couple rounds. So was happy with that. And only hit 4 of 14 fairways, but I hit 8 of 18 greens. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe. Leave me a comment below. We will see you guys later.